Hi and welcome to another episode of Soof Box with me, Sophia. Today I was thinking maybe we could do some drawing. I feel like I'm really in a drawing-y kind of mood, and we'll just talk about some kind of simple techniques and ways that you can sort of explore different ways of drawing and sketching today. So my big challenge for today is to only use two colours. One of the things that I really love, as you can see, I love using colour. I love using all of them as much as I like. And being really playful with kind of colour is a really big part of my work. So I'm going to challenge myself, and I'm going to challenge you too, to only use two colours and see how you can sort of make them work in harmony. So I've chosen red and blue. You can choose any two. I'm using colour pencils, but you could use felt tips, you could use whatever you kind of have kicking about in your home, but just two different colours. So let's think about things we can sketch and things we can draw, just making use of these two colours. I'm going to start off by drawing some food. So I'm going to draw a little bowl here, and I'm going to colour it in. If you've seen the colour pencils one, I talk about different ways. Well, I talk about one way of using colour pencils and really being confident with them and just mark making and not being light. And tentative, just diving straight in. I'm going to draw some noodles, and I'm going to draw. So that's a really quick technique I use where I sort of make it look like it's behind something, and just by missing out those bits of noodles there. And then maybe I'll use this here. Maybe I'm going to draw a hand. Now what I really like about using two colours is how on a single page everything looks like it comes together, even though the style of illustration might be different, or even though there's like multiple kind of things on a page. Just by using these kind of two colours just works. That was meant to be a hand, but sometimes hands don't look like hands. Let's think about other things we can sort of draw. So just sort of jump from one colour to another. And then you're almost treating the opposite colour like an accent colour. And you're kind of drawing attention to certain things just because you've changed colour. And I think that's real. When you limit your kind of resources, when you limit the stuff you're working with, you really start thinking about why you're changing colour, what you want to kind of bring out. I think I'm just going to do a bit of a pattern, a bit of a print today. And I'm just going to use different colour just to put it out. So it almost looks like a collage where you've just taken these kind of shapes and collaged them on top of each other. There we go. Maybe an egg. What's your favourite breakfast item? It's the morning right now for me, so I'm thinking about breakfast. I haven't had breakfast yet. I actually had waffles for dinner. Maybe I'll draw those. So I'm still feeling quite full. There we go. And there was ice cream on them, and there was whipped cream and like Ferrero Rocher. Oh, they were very good. Maybe I should put them on a plate. I don't know how much this looks like a waffle, but it's a waffle to me. And maybe let's do some type and text. When you're sketching and drawing, do you often use letter forms in your work? And do you often do writing? Because that's something I feel like I keep coming back to. I don't know if that's because it's sort of the graphic designer in me that really loves playing with word and text and image and type. But if you feel like you're always quite illustrating, actually try drawing some type. Maybe I'm going to do an arrow. So for you today, I would say take a sheet of paper, A4, A5, I'd like you to fill it up with lots of doodles, but only using 2 colour, and thinking about when you want to change colour. So be quite conscious of the decisions you're making, but at the same time be unconscious of the things that you're drawing. Yeah, that's my challenge to you. I'm not sure what this is. Maybe a moon. And I'm kind of looking on the page and thinking about where there's too much blue or where there's not enough kind of red and so on, and just balancing it as I kind of go along. I'm still using the same woodless pencils. So these don't have wood on them, which means when they get really blunt you can still draw with them. But sometimes they need a little bit of a sharpen. What could this be? Maybe another face. My friend Alicia draws noses and smiles like this, so every time I kind of do something like that, it reminds me of her. Alicia is a really amazing illustrator. Like, I really I love the way she uses her sketchbooks. I think I've learned a lot from that process. Maybe another Soof Box episode we could look into how to keep a sketchbook and different ways of keeping a sketchbook. Because I don't think there's ever a right or wrong way to keep a sketchbook. It's just something that kind of you use in your flow. What could go along the bottom? What's a long thing? Maybe a snake? It's quite red heavy at the bottom, so I'm going to think about how I can break that up. I think that's going to be a really fun sticker sheet. I can actually see this just scanning it in and printing it on sticker paper, and then it could be quite a nice little sticker sheet that I could sort of hand out and give away with some of my, I sell my zines, so this could be a nice little sticker sheet as a bonus freebie. So think about the stuff that you're drawing and how it could exist, whether you choose to have it exist in that way or not. But it's nice to daydream. I seem to be doing a lot of circles today. Maybe I should do some glasses. And I'm going to do one long rectangle. And that's it. So my challenge for you today is to do a lot of doodles, a lot of drawings, but only use 2 colours. So I want you to fill up a whole page and be really conscious about changing colour, but be really unconscious about what you're drawing. So thank you for joining me on Soof Box. That's your Soof Box challenge for today.